Attention passionate Pittsburgh Steelers fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Pittsburgh Steelers' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Pittsburgh Steelers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Pittsburgh Steelers fans. Let's get to the news now. Today we have a story that's really catching fire across the NFL landscape, especially in the AFC North, where the Pittsburgh Steelers are always a team to watch, especially with the recent moves and rumors that could reshape their destiny. And folks, what we're seeing right now might be one of those game-changing moments that fans, analysts, and even the players themselves will be talking about for years. It's about a trade, a blockbuster move that could elevate the Steelers to a new level, while simultaneously shaking up their division rivals. And yes, I'm talking about the latest developments involving Rashid Shaheed, the explosive wide receiver from New Orleans who's just been traded to the Steelers in a deal that's already making waves across the league. So, let's dive into the details, because this isn't just a typical trade. Shaheed, undrafted in 2022 out of Weber State, has been quietly building a reputation as one of the most electrifying young receivers in the league. And when I say electrifying, I mean just that. This guy has the kind of speed and agility that make defenses shudder. His career stats might not scream Hall of Fame just yet, but the potential is undeniable. Over his short career, he's accumulated around 700 yards receiving with 18 touchdowns, and he's been clocked reaching speeds up to 22 miles per hour, folks. That's top-tier speed, right there. It's not just about raw speed, though. Shaheed has shown a knack for making big plays, with a deep completion percentage nearing 49%, ranking him comfortably in the top 8 league-wide. And his yards after catch, averaging around 7.3 yards per reception, puts him in the top 5. This guy is a home run threat every time he steps on the field. Now, what makes this move so intriguing for the Steelers? Well, first, it's about adding a true vertical threat to their offense. With the current roster, including guys like George Pickens and the big target DK Metcalf, the Steelers have always had potential for explosive plays down the field. But adding Shaheed's speed and precision creates a new dimension. Imagine a scenario where Kenny Pickett or even a future quarterback can unleash Shaheed on deep routes, stretching defenses and opening up the field like never before. Shaheed's ability to burn defenders, with a burn rate of around 47%, placing him in the top 5 league-wide, means the Steelers can now threaten defenses vertically with more consistency. And when you combine that with the presence of Metcalf, who's already proven to be a deep ball specialist, the Steelers' passing game could see a significant boost, possibly elevating their passing yards per game by around 16%. That's not just some small improvement. That's a game-changer for an offense that's already shown flashes this season, but lacked that extra spark to really take it to the next level. And let's not forget the impact on the AFC North playoff race. The Steelers, currently sitting at 4-1, are in a prime position to make a deep run, especially with this addition. Shaheed's projected stats for the rest of the season: around 900 yards receiving and about 7 touchdowns, numbers that could push their offense into the top 15 in the league. His ability to stretch the field would also mean more opportunities for big plays, which are crucial in close games and playoff atmospheres. Plus, his presence will force defenses to respect the deep threat, potentially boosting the Steelers' overall EPA, expected points added per play, especially on those deep passes. And this isn't just about offense. Shaheed's speed and agility can also help in special teams, creating pressure on return units and forcing defenses to be more cautious. Now, on the flip side, what about the New Orleans Saints? Well, they're currently struggling at 1-4, and their roster has some issues, especially in the secondary. They're focusing on rebuilding, especially on their offensive line, which has allowed a daunting 30 sacks this season. After Derek Carr's recent struggles, the Saints are clearly in a mode of reevaluation, and shipping Shaheed, a player who can be a game-changer with his explosive plays, is part of that process. They're looking to develop their rookies and shore up their secondary, even if it means sacrificing some of that offensive explosiveness. But the risk here is noticeable. Losing Shahid could lead to a decrease in explosive plays, possibly as much as 15%, which is a big hit for a team desperately trying to stay competitive in the NFC South, a division currently dominated by the Falcons and with the Buccaneers lurking. It's a gamble, but one that might pay off in the long run if their young players step up and the secondary improves. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, this isn't just a move for the present, it's a statement of intent. With Shahid now on their roster, the projections for their offense look even brighter. Experts are now estimating that the Steelers could reach around 245 passing yards per game, up from their previous numbers, and their EPA per deep pass could increase by about 16%. That kind of boost is huge, especially considering the emphasis the Steelers have always placed on a balanced attack. The addition of Shahid gives them a legitimate X-factor heading into the playoffs, one that could stretch defenses so thin that opportunities for big gains multiply exponentially. And, importantly, this move could help reduce turnovers, such as interceptions, by making defenses respect the deep threat, forcing them to back off and give more space for intermediate routes. The Steelers have historically been a team that values smart, disciplined football, and with Shahid's ability to create explosive plays, they could become even more efficient and dangerous. The betting odds reflect this confidence shift, with the Steelers' Super Bowl odds dropping from plus 2,000 to plus 1,300, indicating the league's recognition of their newfound potential. Their AFC North Division odds are also climbing, now favoring them at plus 150, because this roster upgrade makes them not just contenders but serious threats to win it all. And don't ignore the playoff implications. Shahid's presence could be the difference maker in tight postseason games, especially against zone defenses, where he's proven to be a nightmare, boosting their chances of winning those close battles by around 20%. This isn't just about individual stats, it's about how this acquisition could be the catalyst for a deep playoff run, maybe even a Super Bowl appearance, which has been a long-standing goal for the Steelers since their last championship in 2008. Looking at the bigger picture, this trade signifies a shift in the Steelers' strategy. They've always been a team built on grit, defense, and a smart passing game, but now they're adding that element of explosive speed that can turn a game on its head in a matter of seconds. With Shahid's addition, the Steelers are not only building a more dynamic offense, but also signaling to the rest of the league that they're serious contenders. It's a bold move, a clear message that they're willing to do whatever it takes to return to the top and bring another Super Bowl trophy back to Pittsburgh. The fans are buzzing, the analysts are talking, and the AFC North is watching closely as this new chapter begins. And now, Pittsburgh Steelers fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this move? Do you think Shahid can be the X-factor that pushes your team over the edge? Or are there concerns about how this impacts the overall team chemistry or their ability to compete in the postseason? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Steelers. Remember, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Steelers news. We're in this together, and I can't wait to see how this story unfolds, but one thing is for sure, the Steelers are making a statement, and it's going to be exciting to watch.